Would you believe it if I told you it was pitch black outside? This room looks like there's daylight in here, huh? Well, that's because when I put my track lights up, those are daylight bulbs. And I've got all my track lights up now. There's one there, and there's another set right up there. I'm going to turn those off so you can kind of see it a little better. Do you see the heads? That's what it looks like off. And I ended up putting daylight bulbs in here, and instead of the regular incandescent ones, because this is how I want it. I want it nice and bright. I'll turn that back on over here. I want it nice and bright like this when I do my videos. So if it's in the middle of the night, this room is still going to be nice and lit up. So when you're at the electrical wholesale house or the hardware store or whatever, if you get your track lights, look around and see if they have daylight bulbs. That's if you're going to use your room for a little studio. Now you can put incandescent lights in there, and they're more yellowish if you like that look. I mean, that's a nice, less stark color, but on videos I opted for the bright white and the daylight bulbs. Here's the other side of the room. I got daylight bulbs there too. The same type of heads. See how they're the bigger heads? And over here, I went with smaller heads because I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. But with those, watch when I turn the light on. You see how much more yellower that is? I mean, it's a lot yellower. And it's not as bright. These, I think, are more in case you want to just put a spotlight on something. See right here, it's nice and bright in my face, but it shows shadows all over me. And I want this whole room to be lit up, so I don't think these lights are going to work. So what I'm going to do, the good thing with track lights, the heads, I can remove the heads. I can put the different heads back in there. I've got another set, the same type of heads as those, and I'm going to put those over there. I'm going to take those back to the store because they didn't have any options about any other types of light. I think those are more like if you want a spotlight on the wall, or like say for instance, if I would have had this track light up on the ceiling, I would have held it out about 1.5 feet or so, 2 feet maybe, and then you can put a spot right on the wall for a piece of art or something like that. Well, in this case, I want it as bright as possible. So, like I said, I wasn't sure about those types of heads, and I'm glad I got them because I really like that style of head better. It just gave it a little bit of character, you know. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to go with the big style. And that's okay. I don't really see those lights up high anyways. The other thing I liked about these lights is they're fluorescent lights, and the daylight fluorescent, so they're not going to get as hot. Now I could have used the incandescent bulbs, which are the yellow ones, and I had some other choices too. I could have put a halogen light in there too. But that gives off a little bit different color light, plus the halogen light bulbs heat up and get real hot. So then that heats up the room, because I got 12 light bulbs in here. There's 3 there, 3 there, and on the back side behind us, I've got the same thing just like that. Okay, so I didn't want this room to get any hotter than I needed to. When I'm running a video, I'm probably not going to have the air conditioner on. I might have a ceiling fan on just to blow the air around, but and I'll probably leave the window closed too, so I don't hear anything outside. So I wanted this to be this type of light, so it didn't heat up. So when you're at the store, you do have choices. Look at all of them. Didn't see what you were looking for on this particular video? That's alright. Send me your questions anyways. Ask the Joe and see what happens.